Please welcome Mrs. Anwar Sadat, Jehan Sadat. Your husband was murdered October 6, 1981.
Yes.
I came to that funeral. I went to see you.
Yes, I remember.
Yes,
yes.
I think there are people who don't know why he was murdered and who did it.
He was assassinated because he made peace with Israel. And some of the fanatics, the fanatics disagreed with him, and they didn't want any kind of relationship or any kind of with Israel. And they killed him because of that. And you know, Barbara, he was aware of this and I was aware of it. But we didn't talk about it. Both of us knew that he is going to be killed because he made peace with Israel.
And he would not wear a bulletproof vest?
At all. I remember the day he was assassinated, I told him he had the bulletproof vest. I told him to wear it, and he said, "Oh, Jehan, I don't believe in these things. If the bullet comes in my head, well, would you like me to wear something on my head?" And he refused to wear it, and he believed in fate, and I believe also in fate, that if the day comes, nothing will prevent it. And he used to tell me always, "Don't worry about me. No one is going to add one day for me to live, and no one can take one day from me if I don't have to live."
You speak in your book about misconceptions about the Muslim faith. I think we have, a lot of us in this country have the feeling that Muslims are extremists, that we hear of moderate Muslims, but we never hear them speaking up. Tell us what you think are the misconceptions.
Well, Barbara, being here in the United States since 1985, I noticed a big change after 9/11. And I can understand also, because they are the fanatics who killed my husband. Here, after 9/11, the people were changed and thinking that Islam was misunderstood completely. They think that Muslims are fanatics, they are terrorists, they are killing, and that's all, and they call themselves Muslims. Well, first of all, killing in Islam is against Islam. Committing suicide, like the bombs committing suicide, it is against Islam. It is not Islam at all. The fanatics, I believe, they don't belong to any religion, because there is no religion telling you to kill or to kill especially innocent people. But because of some few, we are 1.2 billion Muslims in the world. These few Muslims...
Is it few, Jehan? Is it really few?
Fanatics?
Yeah,
yes.
Extremists?
Yes, they are few compared with 1.2 billion. Let us say 0.2 fanatics.
Mm-hmm. We hear sometimes, and we did after 9/11, that what this is a clash between, for dominance, between the Muslims and the Western world.
As I said, the Western, they think that the Muslims, they wanted to dominate the world, they wanted to spread Islam, which is wrong. It's not a clash at all. It is a misunderstanding of the religion. Because of few who are doing these bad deeds, the majority of the people think that this is Muslim. For instance, when happened in Iran about the hostages, the American hostages, they were mentioning in the newspapers the Muslims, Iranian. They didn't say Iranian, they said Muslims were taking hostages, American hostages. Well, it's not all Muslims, believe me, not all Muslims are violent or for killing or for all these bad deeds at all.
Do you see any signs that Hamas will recognize Israel's right of existence?
They should. If they want peace, they should.
But do you
because
see any
Israel
signs
is a
that
fact.
it might happen?
I beg your pardon?
Do you see any signs that it might happen?
It will. It will, believe me, because if they want peace, They have to recognize Israel, because with whom are they going to deal with or to negotiate with? You know, they have to. And I believe if they are starting to unite with Fatah, that means that they are willing to recognize Israel. About the Arabs is that they are not united, which is a very sad thing, really. They are not united. If they are united, that will be such a power in the world. Because we have, not we in Egypt, but all Arab together, we have the oil, we have the land, we have agriculture, we have so many things to be rich. And if we unite, we can use these together. But we are not united.
Why not?
I don't want to say a bad word. We are not that clever. Yes, we should unite. We should unite all together.
Oh, you're going to be so criticized.
Let them, because this is a fact. And this is the truth. We should unite together so that we will be much more powerful and much more stronger.
In Egypt, can you have a career and a marriage? Do most of the women have careers and marriage? Mm-hmm. They do? They have both?
Yes, they do both. They do both.
And that's not difficult?
It is difficult on us as women to how to combine between both, how to be a wife, a mother, and also have a career. It's not that easy, but we can as women, Barbara, and you know that quite well.
Well,
yes.
I know it's difficult to have this kind of balance
here.
But I had not known really that it was that encouraging for women to have careers in your country.
No, they are. Women are involved in every field in my country. We have judges now. We have lawyers, we have doctors, scientists, we have ministers in the government, we have ambassadors, and many now.
Can the woman choose the man she wants to marry?
Oh, yes.
Without the family's permission?
Yes, my grandchildren, they brought their husbands to the house, you know. They brought them to us and said, this is the one whom I wanted to marry. And not only my grandchildren, it's all over the country. Now the woman, she is the one to choose. And I wanted to tell you something, even in the past, even during our Prophet, 1,430 years ago, when it was arranged marriage, the woman has the right for the approval. She can't marry unless she approves.
She had to approve?
She has to approve in Islam.
She could say no?
She could say no to her father and mother, yes. And if she disagrees about the husband they are bringing her.
Is there still polygamy? More than one wife?
Still, yes, but for financial and economy situation, nobody can open more than one house.
I see, but technically it's allowed.
Technically is allowed, but it is disappearing, really. It is rarely when you see someone who's married to two.
Can young people live together before marriage?
No, it's forbidden, and it's against our religion. They can know each other. They can go out he can invite her for lunch, for dinner, whatever.
Alone?
Alone, yes. They go alone now, all the time. But there will be no relationship more than that until they marry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what about divorce? Is that very difficult?
Can you believe now she is, and also this is through our religion, through Islam, she can divorce her husband. If she doesn't want to stay with him, it is called khula. If she is not satisfied with her husband, she can divorce. And this is through Islam. There was a woman who went to our Prophet and told him, I don't feel satisfied with my husband and I don't want to stay with him anymore. He said, did he give you something? She said, yes, a piece of land. He said, well, return this to him and divorce him. And since that time, she has the right we call it khula, that means that she can leave him.
And I thank you. I'm sure you've all enjoyed meeting Jehan and sitting outside of the book.
Thank you so much.